Good seeing you back here today. All this week, we're going to be talking about a nurturing environment. Doesn't sound like an important subject, but it is very, very important that you nurture other people. Now, today I want to talk to you about nurturing respect. People want to be respected. They long to be respected. It reminds me of this one lady. She moved into a small town, and she was telling her neighbor, she goes, I went into that drugstore, and she was talking about how bad the service was there, and they were so slow, and she didn't think they were very nice. Well, the next time the newcomer went into the drugstore, the owner of the drugstore, he just treated her like gold. He quickly got her things and gave her some tips about the town. And also, when she saw her neighbor again, she said, "Did you tell the owner of the drugstore, that I complained?" And the neighbor said, "No, not at all. In fact, what I told him was this. I told him that you went in there and you were just so impressed that he built up this great drugstore from nothing in this little town." Well, of course, he was impressed when he saw the woman because she showed him respect, or at least he thought he did, even though she didn't. Listen, people will respond to respect. So if you want to be treated better, then you want to respect them. Look with me in 1 Peter chapter 2. He said, now you honor everyone. Do you see that? That is everyone. It doesn't say honor people that deserve honor. He then says, love the brotherhood, fear God, honor the emperor. So listen, this is non-believers, this is believers, this is the police department, this is the president of the United States, no matter who the president is, right? Okay, that we are to honor them and that we are to respect them is what the Bible teaches. Now, I want to take you to another passage. I love this verse here. 1 Thessalonians 5:12. We ask you, brothers, to, what's that word? Respect those who labor among you. Now, these are now other believers, and who are over you in the Lord. They're talking about the hierarchy. And admonish you and to esteem them very highly in love because of their work. Be at peace among yourselves. One thing that I practice as a pastor, I don't like talking bad about other pastors. I mean, it's got to be something really big for me to comment on. But let's just say I hear a sermon, I don't think it's all that great, or a teaching, it was like, okay. I'll never say anything about it because that's really disrespectful. And it's just not preachers and teachers. I mean, anyone who's serving the Lord, you don't want to be criticizing what they're doing. Okay, but not only that, in this teaching, we're to honor everybody. Sometimes people look down on people that do labor type work, like cut the grass, or let's say they work at a fast food restaurant. Hey, I'm going to tell you, I'm glad they do that. I praise God, especially when I was raising my kids, if we could go out there and get a little fast food, that they weren't getting paid $15, $20 an hour, or I wouldn't be able to afford to go there. Also, it's nice when you have that young guy that wants to come and cut your grass, or that humble guy, and he does a great job and takes pride in his work, that you don't have to do it. And so we're not to look down on anyone, but we're to honor everyone where God has placed them. Don't you ever think you're too good for something? I thank God for the dollar store. Everybody is rich at the dollar store. Hey, you know what? Right up the street, we have a dollar store right now. I was so excited when it went in. I love the dollar store. Look with me down in Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. He says here, so whatsoever you wish that others would do to you, to yourself, you do that for them. For this is the law of the prophets. So just the way that we wish people would look at us and talk to us, that's the way we're supposed to treat other people. It's a shame when I hear of somebody in the church and they're in a restaurant and they treat servers bad. They're complaining all the time out there in society or at the restaurants, giving them a hard time. That's just really a shame. Listen, every man is entitled to be valued by his best moment. I like that. Okay, so here's our statement of the week. I want to help people. I want them to say one day, because of you, I never gave up.